Yo, can y'all hear me? I would assume so. I don't think I'm gonna stream tonight. I keep saying I might stream, but I don't end up doing it. But I dropped some videos today. We have 5 NBA games to talk about tonight. A couple of them were good. A couple of them weren't. There were there were probably like 3 good games, so that's cool. In games, you didn't really expect them to be good games. The Grizzlies Pelicans game was actually a good game. It just didn't seem like that in the end. So obviously the Nets and the Kings was a terrible game. That was the only game I was like, what the fuck is this? But tomorrow there's a lot of NBA games on. I'm pretty sure. Let me look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yes, there's 10 NBA games on tomorrow, so I'm very excited. But let's get into the Grizzlies and the Pelicans. The the TNT first game of the night. ESPN is tomorrow night. Sorry about that. CJ McCollum and the Pelicans beat the Grizzlies without an injured Zion Williamson. But hey, I should have put this in the title. I forgot to. Jaren Jackson is back, so that is fucking awesome. Big scoring third quarter for CJ McCollum. Ja Morant had a good scoring night, but yeah, a lot of good highlights. This game was highlight filled. Larry Nance was throwing shit down. Ja Morant predicting passes, playing really good defense, and then turning it into great offense. So yeah, Jaren Jackson is back, and that means better at the rim defense, and we're gonna make it. And that's gonna be sorry about the camera. It's kind of fucked, and that's noticeable. Them having better at the rim defense is definitely noticeable with him being back. Very big half court shot for Ja at the end of the first. I'm sorry about the glare. It is what it is. Trey Murphy was dunking on people. He couldn't get some dunks at first, but he's like, I'm gonna go get mine, and he got a dunk. It was pretty nice. You look at the Grizzlies, obviously no Desmond Bane, but I don't think that was their problem tonight. I mean, Ja Morant put up 36 points. He shot 33% from 3. And off the bench, Brandon Clark, a really good piece for this team. Obviously, he was the starter for Jaren Jackson. And I think for a while, I think the Grizzlies should keep it that way. I mean, he put up 15 points and 13 rebounds, shot a 3, made it, shot 50% from the field. I think for now we should put Brandon Clark in the starting lineup because there's a lot of really good chemistry going on there. Steven Adams, I don't remember why he got. I wonder if he was hurt or something. I don't know. Maybe they just benched him. I don't think Steven Adams did not play that good tonight. I mean, he shot 50% from the field, but he only played 13 minutes, had 2 points, an assist, and 5 rebounds, and he did have 3 fouls. So yeah, definitely for the future, Steven Adams will definitely need to pick it up for this Grizzly squad, but it's really nice and refreshing to see Jaren Jackson back, and I mean, it's going to be a lot more complete when a guy like Konchar or whatever isn't starting. No offense. I mean, he's a good player, I think, in this league, and he's going to keep getting better, but yeah. I should probably turn my lights on a solid color, but it's fine. You guys can deal with it. But no Zion yet. I mean, look at fucking CJ McCollum, 30-point performance. This Pelicans team's looking pretty decent, even without Zion, and they're playing a good Grizzlies team. Despite not having Desmond Bane, this Grizzlies team is still really fucking good. I mean, Ja Morant, Jaren Jackson, Dillon Brooks is still a really solid player. And Brandon Clark still coming off the bench. I don't really have much else to say about the Pelicans. Really, all it was CJ McCollum just having a good scoring night, and he got mad at a ref with a bad call. That's how you know it's a bad call when a fucking CJ McCollum gets mad at a ref. That's how you know. But moving on, Clippers Mavs. I think this was the closest game of the evening here. Luka Doncic and the Mavs blow a big lead, but they hang on to beat the Clippers. They win by 2. Luka Doncic looked confused. He hit a big 3-pointer to help Dallas avoid a loss. 25-point lead was held, and Paul George was just trying to rally this Clippers team to overcome this lead, and it was just all too late for them. Luka hit a crazy 3 in crunch time, beat the shot clock and everything. Reggie Bullock was hitting some big 3-pointers. Looking at the Clippers side of the ball, John Wall was getting some tough shots, and again, back to the Mavs, Spencer Dinwiddie was hitting some tough shots. Luka Doncic, he's just a buzzer beater player. What can I say? He's very good at the buzzer. He finishes games out and stuff. So, what more can you say? I mean, you look at Paul George's performance, he put up 23 points, he shot 33% from the field. Pretty damn consistent player in this league. Nicholas Batum came off the bench, 22 points, took 7 threes, didn't miss a single shot. Had one of the best bench performances I've seen all night out of any player. I'm going to blame this loss on Luke Kennard getting hurt really late in the game because, I mean, the guy averages 8 points a game. Hey, right now he's a top 15 scorer in the league because there's so many people just bunched up. So that's funny. He got injured. He's a very big 3-point shooter, and I mean he scored 0 points. He didn't get a single shot. So if he would have even got us one shot, this Mavs team would have lost this game. But it was a good game nonetheless. Great comeback. It was cool to see them rally there. But, you know, you look at the Mavs, I mean, Dorian Finney-Smith, 21 points. Luka Doncic put up 35 points, 11 rebounds, including a 40% performance from the 3-point line and 50% from the field. So, Mavs team's looking really nice. Obviously, they still have a guy like Christian Wood off the bench. Knicks and Jazz, another pretty good game. Jazz almost came back and won here. Jalen Brunson and the Knicks sent Jazz to their third straight loss, winning by 7, you know. Jazz started starting the season really hot, but all of a sudden they're just starting to lose games, starting to kind of lose a grasp of that winning basketball. I don't know what it is. I mean, they had the home crowd rallying with them tonight, and they just couldn't get it done. Jalen Brunson, I mean, good nights scoring. You know, he was passing the ball around. Yeah, man. First home loss of the season, though, for the Jazz. That ends their undefeated streak at home, so that was crazy. You know, Jalen Brunson just ignited. He played some really good basketball tonight. THT and Walker Kessler kind of had an alley-oop. And, you know, Walker Kessler is a really tall guy for the Jazz. That's a guy that they can use for a long time, I think, and really develop him to be their true center. Because Lauri Markkanen's amazing, no doubt. But is he their true center? Who knows? He might be. I mean, he was getting some big plays, you know, flying to the rim on some dunks, you know, playing some defense for them at the rim. Julius Randle, though, for the Knicks, was hitting some tough shots. I mean, you look at this Knicks roster, and 25 points for Jalen Brunson. He shot 50% from the field. It's really cool to see Jalen Brunson be. I mean, is he the first option? I don't think so. I don't think Jalen Brunson in any way is the first option for the Knicks, but it's really nice to see him be able to come out here and put up damn near 20 a night. So, and, you know, off the bench, Jericho Sims, he is a hopeful player. I don't know why the hell he isn't starting over Isaiah Hartenstein. I don't really understand that. He put up 11 points and 13 rebounds and missed 2 shots in 25 minutes. So I think it's safe to say Jericho Sims is more athletic. That's really all that it takes. Like, he's more athletic than Isaiah Hartenstein. Isaiah Hartenstein's really nothing, but Jericho Sims is Isaiah Hartenstein with the athleticism and with the youthful poise. You know, I think Jericho Sims could be a pretty good player in this league, but it is what it is. They won the game. You know, fucking Kelly Olynyk out of nowhere for this Jazz team. You know, through the loss, he still had 27 points and 11 rebounds. He shot 40% from 3. Jared Vanderbilt. Not really sure about this guy, Jared Vanderbilt. I mean, he was damn good on the Grizzlies, I want to say. But, I mean, I don't know. He's not looking all that good. You know, he played 24 minutes, took a shot, and made it. But we need this guy to get damn near double-digit scoring. You know, you need to be consistent with the rest of the team. He put up 2 points. He grabbed 9 boards, which is good. I mean, he's up there with Kelly Olynyk with the best rebounder on the team for this game. He had an assist. He just needs to take more shots. I think that's just the big problem there, is guys are kind of too afraid to step up and take shots. I mean, you have nothing to lose. You're not that good of a franchise. I mean, obviously, you had a really good start to the season, but still, it doesn't change the fact that you're not that good of a franchise. So, you know, Spurs Trailblazers, let's just move on here. Jeremy Grant has 29 points. The Trailblazers rally to beat the Spurs. Yeah, big scoring night for Jeremy Grant. A late comeback for the Trailblazers. You know, it was looking like the Spurs were going to walk home with this game. But there's been a lot of sorrow in the San Antonio franchise lately. So, smooth offensive play for Damian Lillard. Drew Eubanks hit some tough shots. I mean, Dougie McBuckets for the Spurs was giving him some pretty tough offense. Trey Jones, I mean, he had a nasty play. Euro step, threw it down. It was awesome. It was cool. Man, Spurs had some really good performances tonight. Keldon Johnson put up 20. I mean, Jakob Poeltl, one of the most underrated big men in this league, he put up 31 points and 14 rebounds. I mean, are you joking? Whew. 31 points, 14 rebounds. He only missed 3 shots, and he played 32 minutes. And, Devin Vassell, going back to kind of being a dominant offensive weapon for the Spurs team, he put up 21 points. He shot 50% from 3. Trey Jones, I really like him passing the ball. He got 10 assists, but man, if he could get in the double digits scoring-wise, I mean, this team would be pretty viable. I mean, with performances like this consistently from these players, obviously you can't expect that, but he shot a 3, missed it. He only made 1 shot in 23 minutes. I don't know. That doesn't really sit well with me. Looking at the Trailblazers side of the ball, 29 points for Jeremy Grant. He shot 75% from 3, 60% from the field. This guy, we saw how good he was in the Pistons. He needed to be on a contender, and he damn sure is on a contending team, and he's playing good basketball while being on one. You look at Damian Lillard. He put up 22 points, 11 assists. Damian Lillard finally getting some, true weapons on the offensive end. Obviously, C.J. McCollum's a great scorer for that Blazers franchise, but Jeremy Grant, Anthony Simons, that's talent that you're surrounding him with. So it really opens him up to be able to pass the ball. Anthony Simons put up 23 points. He shot 50% from 3. Great game for the Trailblazers. Nets and Kings is the final game of the night, and wow, this is fucking embarrassing. Kings race past the Nets. They won by 32 for their 4th straight win. The Kings, prior to this run, were 3-6. Now they're sitting above 500, and they're looking great. Very big scoring night for Terrence Davis. Big second quarter run sparked by Terrence Davis. They were fucking racing. This was a dominant win to get them over 500, and I really commend the Kings for playing this brand of basketball. They're playing amazing right now. Matthew Dellavedova is getting some minutes. He's throwing it up to Alex Lynn. Last minute, just rubbing it in. No remorse from this franchise, and I like that. I mean, it's there. You want to have some sportsmanship in this game, but my goodness, we're talking about the Nets going against the Kings, and regardless of no Kyrie, I mean, I don't know. Kevin Huerter was hitting some shots. Terrence Davis hit Domantas Sabonis for some tough shots. Kevin Durant was hitting tough shots. Harrison Barnes was guarding him all game. Pretty big dude compared to Kevin Durant, and he was still able to hit some stuff. I mean, obviously the major problem for the Nets is that it's literally just Kevin Durant playing good out here. 27 points. I mean, shout out to Ben Simmons. They gave him the ball a little bit, but there's so many things that this team needs to do. Fucking Royce O'Neal. He shot 25% from the 3 and 25% total field goal percentage in 24 minutes. 3 points, an assist, and 2 rebounds. This is the team that Kevin Durant is working with. It's absolutely insane. You might as well start Wannabe over Royce O'Neal. You might as well start Ben Simmons. Start Ben Simmons over Joe Harris. And you might as well start... Okay. Yeah, that's probably... Ben Simmons and Yuta might need to start for this team. I mean, my God, what is Joe Harris and Royce O'Neal doing? They're not doing shit for this team right now. It is what it is. You look at the Kings... I mean, it's just Terrence Davis just playing out of his mind. 31 points. I mean, are you kidding me? 70% from 3. We knew that TD was a good player. I watched the Kings a couple of times last year, and they looked really fucking good. Terrence Davis looked amazing. I'm not even dick riding. He looked good. Yeah, I mean, he shot 75% from the field. I mean, the guy just played out of his mind. I don't know. Not really much to say. It was just a straight up ass whooping. I mean, this is very bad. Very bad. Let's just look into some Wednesday games real quick. I mean, my Celtics play the Hawks. That should be a really good game. Heat Raptors should be good. Cavs Bucks. That'll be an awesome game. Knicks Nuggets might be a good game. But that's really all I have to say. Leave a like, comment, and subscribe to GZTV. Every single night there is basketball on. I will be making a recap video. Don't you worry. I'm talking about the NBA every single day of the season. I'm so prideful. I really love watching basketball like you guys don't know. I'm going to be watching a hell of a lot of basketball. Obviously, college basketball started. I've